I know a lot of people were ready to move on. He has a lot of limitations. There's no doubt about that. Physically, he does. However, he's got a lot of things that you can't measure. And he's got a lot of things that I think that, I don't know, man. There's some different things happening. And, again, I want to go back to Demeco here. And one of the things that I think he shows out with is he talked about, and you hear this in the second, third, fourth year narrative with players, the game slowing down, going from even USC, which is a Pac-12 school, right, and all those things, competition level pretty good, to the NFL is a big jump. But you hear Demeco talking about how the game has slowed down for Hufunga.
This offseason has been, eye-opening for me just to see Huff, the way he's communicating out there, much better, louder, better communicator. Like you do see him move faster because I think things are starting to slow down for him. As a rookie, things are flying. It's hard to figure things out as a rookie. You're just trying to figure out where do I align and what do I have on this particular play. Now Huff is getting more comfortable where he's able to decipher, okay, how is the offense trying to attack me and where can I put myself in the right position to make plays. So Huff is he's definitely ascending in the right direction and happy. And that's happy with where he is just because that's what OTAs is about. Guys just coming in, owning the techniques and trying to get better every day. And when you see a guy like Huff do that, you see the purpose for it. And, it's been great for him.
I know it's a narrative, and OTAs are going to put out narratives that you're just like, yeah, whatever. But now let's hear from the man himself, and you hear the same verbiage. I mean, no doubt Demeco and Huff talk about these things in player meetings and all that stuff, watching film, practice, all that kind of stuff. But listen to him.
Yeah, I think it goes hand in hand. I think it's the preparation, training, off-season training, and also the game has slowed down for me. But I'm not perfect, so I got to continue to build every day, make the plays that are my way, and continue just to. You don't want to have any missed errors, So if you can just limit those steps in the game and kind of be a little bit faster, just from slowing everything, the process down, you can try to do those things and be successful at it.
Oh. All right, now let's go and let's talk about what he did last year. Okay, so here we go. Let me open this up. This is a Pro Football Focus premium stats, which they do a hell of a job, and it breaks down. I know it's kind of small on your screen if you are watching this on YouTube, but I want to do my best to kind of explain things. He got 400 snaps last year just on defense. That's a lot of snaps for a rookie. And remember, if you go into the heart of the season, kind of that week 7 through week 14, the dude was taking snaps away from a healthy Tart. And, we'll talk some Tart things for sure. But, one of the things that I love most about his game is what he does tackling wise. And I think that's, he had 3 missed tackles for a 9.1% missed tackle rate, which isn't great. On a back end safety player, it's pretty good. Now, what do those numbers mean in line of Tart? So here's Tart's kind of, season, which this is not a negative Tart time. He played over 900 snaps. So obviously he played a lot more. You go to the missed tackles, he had 12 for a 13.2 missed tackle rate. So if you're just looking at 400 snaps versus 900, and you're just looking at the missed tackle rate, Hufunga had a much better rate. Now, if we look at Tart throughout the entirety of his career, which, we have 7-year sample size, and you go over here and you look at his missed tackle rate, he's had 1 year his entire career that was better than Hufunga's rookie year, just at missed tackle rate. And I'm not Pro Football Focus, not the gospel. It's not what that is. I am telling you, as somebody that's watched every single snap that this guy has played his entire career, it comes across on film and analytics and the eye test, Hufunga's a better tackler. Now, do you go out and pick safeties because they're better tacklers? No, you do not. You don't. And if you look at the career numbers for Tart, 11.7, and again, Tart has tweeted at me. I probably should have pulled this up. Tweeted at me a few times in the past because, bringing up Pro Football Focus numbers, he doesn't like them. He doesn't think they're a good source. And I agree. They're a part of it. And I love Tart. If we signed him tomorrow, I'd be very, very happy. I still would want Hufunga to get more snaps just because I think his ceiling is higher. But But for their career, Tart's at 11.7% missed tackle rate. I think that's an issue. Now, the Hufunga kind of critics, which, there's going to be critics of every player, but Hufunga deserves that. He's a fifth round selection that was kind of drafted as a special teamer that played his way into a starting position. If you look at the coverage, and I think this is definitely the concern, and it did show on film at times. He's somebody with 2 pass breakups on the year, no interceptions, and allowed 2 touchdowns. And if you're looking at receiving percentage, a 64% receiving percentage. All right, well, let's go look at what Tart did. And this was one of the better things that he was able to do. Again, pass breakups, that's not what Tart does, right? He ball skills basically as low as they possibly can be. A lot of people want to point to the dropped interception that hit him in the chest in the fourth quarter at NFC Championship. I mean, I don't definitely put the whole game on him, but that's kind of who he is. He's going to have those a lot of times. He allowed 2 touchdowns as well, but way more coverage snaps and only a 56% completion percentage. So these are some of the things that are better. Now, if you look at him for his career, again, pass breakups, he's never had more than 2 ever in a year where he's the full-time starter in 7-year sample size. You go back to Hufunga, Hufunga had that with only a third of those snaps. So ball skills, 100% go Hufunga's way. Touchdowns, you can kind of see. I think that's one of the areas where Tart will be successful over Hufunga in reception percentage for a career. Look where, he started and where he ended. This is kind of one of the things he got better at. Jaquiski Tart finished with a 66.5 for his career, which, hey, Hufunga was better than that his rookie year. So it's interesting the way, and the reason why I'm going through this is I think that it's important to understand from a 49ers coaching staff perspective, why is it that they're showing so much faith in Tart? What does the film show? What do analytics show? Did he have some blown coverages deep? Yeah. He gave up 2 touchdowns. They were bad. Very, very bad plays. Did he fix those things? I think he did. Yeah, and we'll have to see here because, it's not all decided. The kid's still young. We got to figure those things out. He's 23 years old. He's 23. Ah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm big on Tart. There's no doubt about it. I'm a big fan of this kid, who he is on and off the field, who he is, the energy. I love guys on the back end that bring positive energy on the field. What I mean by that, when they make a play, you feel it. When you're watching the game, you feel it. When the other players on the defense, they feel it and respond to the energy he brings. It shows. He's an electric player. We'll have to see what that looks like. So I'm pretty pumped about what Hufanga is going to bring to this team. He's not a lock. He's not a shoe-in. He's going to have some rough times. He's a 23-year-old slow safety. Let me pull up. Let me get this set up here quick. Sorry, I should have probably had this up before I went live. But here we go. This is Troy Polamalu's, or not Troy Polamalu, sorry about that. This is Hufunga's metrics, his spider chart, compared to other safeties in the NFL. And so the larger a number is, like his broad jump is 88th percentile among safeties. That's his best metric, hand size. Everything else is low. Bench press, he's not strong. Shuttle, 12%, not good. 3 cones, a little above average. Vertical jump, right in the middle, 50%. 40-yard dash, 19th percentile. 10-yard split, all these things, not great. You look at these numbers, he ran a 4.64. It's not like he's super slow, but he's not a 4.4 guy. He's not a 4.3 guy, which there were so many in this class. I really thought they'd get one. And the safety that they did get, Leon O'Neal, not a super fast guy either. But instincts don't show on here. That's the reality. So you're looking at this just metrics physically. Yeah, it's leaving a lot to be wanted. But again, what did Demeco say? Approach the game like a pro, asking the right questions, always where he needs to be, understands his assignment, not trying to do too much. 49ers are excited about that. And I love Demeco. And I love Hufunga. I'm Team Hufunga completely.